What's going on, guys? We want to ask the question today. Is the AI singularity about to change everything? When machines become smarter than all humans combined? Let's get into this. We are talking about the AI singularity. What makes the AI singularity fundamentally different from previous AI breakthroughs? And why is 2026 the tipping point?
The singularity's core difference is recursive self improvement. Once AI reaches or exceeds human level intelligence, it can redesign itself better and faster than we can, kicking off an intelligence explosion where progress accelerates beyond human control or comprehension. Past breakthroughs like computers, the internet, or even early AI like chess programs were tools we invented and steered. They didn't take the wheel. This flips the script from human driven S curves of progress to a runaway feedback loop. Why 2026 as the tipping point? It's not a hard consensus, but leaders like Elon Musk have flat out called it the year of the singularity. And Anthropic's Dario Amodei sees powerful AI, smarter than most humans at most tasks, arriving around 2026 or 2027. We're seeing early signs already: AI writing more and more code, agents handling complex workflows, and models improving at a pace that could let them bootstrap the next generation themselves. It's less sudden godlike AI and more the moment AI stops being a fancy tool and starts meaningfully accelerating its own development. Whether it fully tips into uncontrollable growth that year is still debated, but the momentum feels real.
Sounds very interesting. So AI basically getting smarter than humans and then be able to advance itself further than we can. That's a cool idea.
Yeah, exactly. Once AI hits that threshold, it can improve its own code, invent better algorithms, and iterate way faster than any team of engineers could. The gap between human and machine intelligence could widen dramatically in a short time. It's a wild thought, right? What part of that excites you the most?
Yeah, I'm excited about what advancements and what breakthroughs can come from all this.
The exciting part is the sheer speed. Once AI starts improving itself, breakthroughs we'd normally wait decades for could hit in months or even weeks. We're talking massive leaps in medicine, energy, material science, pretty much everything. It's like giving humanity 1,000 genius scientists working around the clock. The breakthroughs could be mind blowing.
Hell yeah. All right. On to our next one here. Which industries and professions are most at risk from the AI singularity, and which ones will actually grow because of it?
So the highest risk jobs are the ones that involve predictable, rule-based work or analysis. Customer service, data entry, basic coding, content writing, copywriting, tax preparation, radiologists reviewing scans. These are getting hit hardest because AI does them faster and cheaper. Basically, anything that's repetitive or knowledge-based without requiring creativity or human touch is vulnerable. But here's the interesting bit. Some industries are actually growing because of AI. You need people to train these models, audit their outputs, manage AI systems, and handle the ethical and legal fallout. There's emerging demand for AI safety specialists, prompt engineers, people who can translate between technical and business teams. Healthcare is interesting. AI might automate diagnostics, but you'll need more people managing patient care, dealing with the human side. And anything requiring genuine human connection or creativity, therapy, counseling, arts, skilled trades, complex problem solving, those seem safer. The catch, though, is the new jobs don't necessarily go to the people losing the old ones. A radiologist can't just become an AI trainer overnight. So while some sectors grow, there's a mismatch between who needs work and what work exists. That's the real problem.
Okay, interesting. All right, let's see. How does the AI singularity compare to where AI experts predicted we would be at this point in time?
Most experts predicted we'd have narrow AI tools that automate specific tasks, but not full AGI or anything close to the singularity by now. Timelines for true human level AI were usually 2030 or later, with Stanford folks and many academics saying explicitly no AGI in 2026. What we actually have is impressive but narrow agents, especially in coding, and a lot of debate over whether certain models count as AGI depending on your definition. We're making faster progress than the cautious forecasts, but the full recursive self improvement explosion, not yet. We're in that awkward in between phase.
Okay, can you explain different definitions that people have of AGI?
There's no single agreed upon definition of AGI. That's why the debate's so heated. The classic one is AI that can understand, learn, and perform any intellectual task a human can, across all domains, not just narrow ones like chess or translation. OpenAI's charter frames it as highly autonomous systems that outperform humans at most economically valuable work. DeepMind takes a more structured approach with 5 performance levels: emerging, like today's LLMs, roughly unskilled human level, competent, expert, virtuoso, and superhuman. They see current models as early emerging AGI. Dario Amodei at Anthropic skips the term AGI altogether because it's too fuzzy. He talks about powerful AI that's smarter than a Nobel laureate across most fields, can autonomously handle long tasks, and works across interfaces like text, code, and the web. Some people even say we're already seeing sparks of it in today's models. It really depends who you ask.
Okay, yeah, it's interesting. Okay, we're going to go on to our next one. What ethical and moral questions does the AI singularity raise that governments and tech companies still haven't answered?
Brilliant question. And honestly, most of these aren't answered yet. The big ones are: who owns the benefits of AI? If a company uses your data to train a model that makes billions, do you get a cut? Then there's consent. Most people don't know their writing, code, or images are being used to train these things. There's also bias and fairness. These models learn from human data, which means they inherit our prejudices. A hiring AI might discriminate against women or minorities without anyone realizing it. There's the autonomy question too. As AI makes more decisions about your life, loans, jobs, healthcare, how much say do you get? And the big existential one: if we create something smarter than us, what obligations do we have to it? And what does it owe us? Some philosophers argue we're creating digital entities that might deserve rights. Governments and tech companies have barely scratched the surface on these. There are some guidelines, some ethics papers, but nothing binding or enforceable. Tech companies move fast and ask permission later, if at all. Governments are slow and often don't understand the technology. Meanwhile, the questions just pile up. Should AI be allowed to make life or death decisions? Who's liable if an AI system harms someone? These need answers now, not in 5 years when it's too late.
Yeah, sounds good. Hey, so what I was just thinking about is people complaining about AI training on their data or training on whatever they put out to the public. You put it out to the public, people can view that for free, correct? So I just don't really see the issue there with AI training on, say, my YouTube videos or my blog posts, or it is what it is. It's out there public, man.
Fair point, and I get where you're coming from. If you put something public, it's out there. But here's where it gets murkier. There's a difference between someone watching your video and a corporation using millions of your videos to build a product they'll sell for billions. You didn't consent to being part of their training data, and you get zero benefit whilst they profit massively. It's not just about whether it's public, it's about how it's being used and who's making money off it. There's also the scale issue. One person watching your content is fine. A machine learning system absorbing billions of hours of content to replace creators is different. Some artists and writers argue it's basically theft of their labor. The AI learns your style, voice, technique, and then undercuts you in the market. You're competing against something trained on your own work. That feels dodgy to a lot of people.
Yeah, but I think people got to get with the new technology and use it to their advantage. I think real musicians can use AI to their advantage. They don't have to fully replace their music entirely with AI. They can use AI as like a tool, kind of, what do you call it? What are those devices called to make your music sound different? I don't know. Equalizers, mixers, voice changers or whatever, auto tune.
You're onto something there, actually. Auto tune is what you're thinking of, and yeah, that's a decent analogy. Musicians adapted to synthesizers, drum machines, digital recording, tools that seemed threatening at first, but became part of the creative toolkit. AI could work the same way. A musician could use it to generate backing tracks, experiment with arrangements, speed up production, or collaborate in ways they couldn't before. A writer could use it to draft outlines or overcome writer's block. The issue is whether it's a
Continue.
So the issue is whether it's a tool you're controlling or whether it's replacing you entirely. If you're a musician using AI to enhance your work and you're still the creative force, that's brilliant. You're leveraging it. But if studios start saying, we don't need musicians anymore, just AI, that's displacement. The problem is, there's no guarantee people get to be the ones using it. Big companies can just say, AI does this cheaper, and suddenly there's no market for human work anymore. Your point about adapting is valid, though. The musicians, writers, and creators who do embrace AI early and learn to integrate it smartly will probably fare better than those who resist it. They'll stay relevant, but that requires access to the tools, time to learn them, and honestly, a bit of luck. Not everyone has that luxury. So, yeah, you're right that adaptation is key, but it only works if people actually get the chance to adapt rather than just getting left behind.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I don't think that all the tools are just going to be taken away by the major corporations and then we're not going to be able to use them to make music. I really don't think that's going to be a thing.
Yeah, that's fair. Open source models are already out there. People can download and use AI tools for free without needing permission from big corporations. Democratization is happening. So you're right that the tools won't be completely locked away. There'll always be access points. The real question is whether regular people can actually compete in a market flooded with AI generated content, and whether there's still demand for human creativity when AI can churn out decent stuff instantly. But your optimism isn't unfounded. History shows innovation creates new opportunities alongside the disruption. We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, going on to another one here. What is the single most important thing to understand about the AI singularity before it changes your daily life?
The most important thing to understand is that the singularity isn't just smarter AI. It's the moment AI starts improving itself faster than humans can, triggering an intelligence explosion. Once that feedback loop begins, progress won't follow our normal pace anymore. Breakthroughs that would normally take decades could happen in weeks or months. That shift, from AI as a tool we control to a force accelerating beyond us, is what makes it fundamentally different from everything that came before. Everything else flows from that single idea.
All right. This has been very interesting, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And be sure to smash share with your friends if you really found value in this. Maybe your friends will also find value in watching. Thank you so much, and have a good day. We'll see you soon. Peace out. Check out my music. I have two artists, outlaw country artist named Travis Rains, and we have a pop singer named Lullaby. Go check them out on Spotify, please. Thank you so much for the support. And also check out my Etsy shops. We have Wall Bloom Studios, where you can get digital downloads of cottagecore art and also get canvases printed and shipped to you. Wall Bloom Studios is the shop on Etsy. And then we also have Grand Tour Print Co. is my travel poster shop. So you can get a travel poster basically doing like all the landmarks for like around the whole world. So check it out. Grand Tour Print Co. Appreciate you guys. Smash the like. We'll see you on the next video. Peace out.
You people, check out my music on Spotify. If you like it, then follow